using the Phonemic Segmentation template from the Axelson Academy. Reading Foundation, Standard 2B, Count, Pronounce, Blend, and Segment Syllables in Spoken Words. This template and strategy provide an easy activity to use in a small group or one-on-one with a student who is working on phonemic awareness. There are no written words in this activity, but you will need a template similar to what you see in front of you. A paper with a shape on top, in this case we're using an oval, a line that crosses the midline of the paper, and then a ray on the bottom with a starting point on the left and an arrow pointing to the right. Give the student with whom you are working 4 or 5 bingo chips, and they will put them at the top of the paper. Ask the student to please move the bingo chips into the oval. And you're going to say this is their home. Whenever you ask students to move their chips home, they will place them back into the shape. Say a word to the student and have them identify the sounds, segmenting out the phonemes. So the word is sat. The student divides that with you into s, a, t. Look at your fingers because you probably segmented on your fingers. How many sounds in sat? S, a, t. 3 sounds. So we need 3 bingo chips. S, a, t. And then you have them take their finger underneath and move it from left to right, sat. It is very important to bring those phonemes back together and say the whole word before you move on. You also might ask students, can you identify the first sound in sat? Point to the bingo chip that shows the first sound, and they would point to the first bingo chip. What is the first sound in sat? S. And where is the last sound in sat? They would point to the last bingo chip. What sound is that? T. Instruct the students to move their bingo chips back home. The next word is pig. They segment on their fingers with you. P, I, G. 3 sounds, 3 bingo chips. Pig. Can you tell me which bingo chip is the I in pig? And they would point to the middle bingo chip. So here we have a lot going on. We have our phonemic segmentation of words as we work auditorily. We have the ability to identify first, middle, and ending sounds. We are also reinforcing print concepts, moving from left to right. Now, as I use this strategy with my students, I usually try to change up both the color of the paper and the shape at the top because we don't want students learning tied to one particular template. So here we show students that the phonemic segmentation they are doing can be applied to various settings. This is a hexagon, and yes, we do want to be supporting vocabulary all the time, so we call it a hexagon. The word is home, home. Now we know that there are 4 letters in home, but there are 3 phonemes. You will eventually get to multisyllabic words. So for our advanced students, you can be pushing them ahead to a word like picnic. P-I-C-N-I-C. Have the students slide those tokens down. P-I-C-N-I-C. Picnic. This is a great way to work on phonemic segmentation. Remember, small groups or one-on-one for this activity, so you can be monitoring very carefully to see if students are correctly segmenting the words. This has been using the Phonemic Segmentation template from the Axelson Academy.